Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, May 5th, 2022. So glad you could be with me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you become a successful currency trader. And we do that by demonstrating how accurate our trading indicators are. And we supplement that with some one-on-one instruction. The indicators generate a number of different signals depending on how you like to trade. In this session, I focus on something called the 10-point trade. I like to trade off of a 1-hour chart. So that is what we'll do. If we have a little time at the end of the session, we will see also if we can find the scalp trade using a different signal, something called the thick orange line signal. So with that, we need to listen to this guy, and we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades. When you are in the light program, you get access to kind of a scaled down version of the live trades where a trader like me comes online. They do their analysis, so it's a teaching moment, and then they recommend a trade. And that gives you the ability to evaluate for yourself how well things work. When you are a light member, when you are a regular member, however, you get access to a trade in the morning at 10 a.m. We have just added a new trade at 6 p.m. Eastern. New trade at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then we also do a trade at 10 p.m. Eastern. So that's almost 15 trades during the course of a day where you can check in and get instruction, see a trader do their trade. There are different traders that do these sessions, and all of the ones that do are very, very good. Given that they have started doing this 6 p.m. trade, and if you want to get in on it and you are a member, just go to Trader University and register, and you'll start getting the invites to go. Since there is a trade at 6 p.m. on Monday, this is a 1-hour trade. It kind of interferes with our Monday evening trade. I'd like you to think about whether we continue to do that or we try to move that Monday trade to another time. And if we move it to another time, when should it be? The 6:30 in the morning trade, the time that we're doing now, is I know is too early for some people. That's why we started doing the evening trade. So I don't know if we try maybe doing a trade at 8:30 Eastern time or 9:30 Eastern time. My day ends at 6, so doing an evening trade isn't is a stretch for me. So it would have to be sometime during the day. Generally, I don't like trading much after 11. So it's something to think about, and we'll kind of revert back to it toward the end of the session. Let me see. I forgot to open up the other document here. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry about that. I like to trade off of a little checklist. Before I come on, I make sure my MetaTrader and green charts are connected and live. Good habit to log out and log into green charts once a day. Another good habit in terms of continuous improvement is to do a little audit at the end of the day to see how we could have done better, specifically on trades that didn't do what we wanted. This week we actually haven't taken a trade in the morning or the evening session, as we found a couple setups, but the spread was too large to take the trade. Didn't make sense. As we are technical traders, which means we are trading on the price action, we want to know what the news is that might impact currency pairs so that we can trade around it. And we get that news from forexfactory.com. Forex Factory does a nice job of breaking news items down into low impact, medium impact, and high impact. And we see that in the next little bit, we've got some news coming up in the next 20 minutes here, or 30 minutes, on the pound for red items. So we will not trade the pound this morning. And then the rest of the day is pretty clear. So we've got kind of clear sailing outside of the pound. So with that, let us go into our indicators and see where things are at. With this 10-point trade, this is one of the standard charts, the light 6 major. I call it the composite chart because it's giving us 6 different currency pairs to evaluate. I start with and we're trading off of a 1-hour chart, which means each candle has 1 hour in it. Typically off of a 1-hour chart, a move is going to be worth somewhere between 5 and 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be about 10 pips. I like to get in and get out and minimize my exposure to moves. That's not to say that sometimes I don't take a 20 or 30 pip trade, but I would say probably 60 to 70% of my trades are that 10 pip trade. And that is the trade that I send out in the evening, is usually between an 8 and a 12 pip trade. So I start with the middle part of the chart, which is the majors and minors. I am the red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. And I am looking for situations where the lines are below the red line. This red line here is the oversold line and pointing up. So if the market's oversold, that's a good time to buy. Likewise, this blue line here is the overbought line. If the lines are up here, I'm looking for them to be pointing down because that is a good time to sell. So we've simplified it by just being able to take a look at the direction of the lines, and it will tell us whether it's a good trade or not. So here we're oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are going sideways. I want agreement with all 4. So I'm going to pass. Euro USD. We are oversold. We are entering into the channel. Minors aren't, the majors aren't quite halfway. Usually if it's less than halfway as it enters the channel, I will consider it. Minors have run through the channel. I'm okay with the minors running through the channel as long as the majors aren't halfway. So I would argue that this is an okay setup. There's a couple things I don't like about it. Actually, let me step back. In terms of the setup, there's 3 elements I'm looking for. One is that we started oversold, which we have. 2, everybody's pointing up. and 3 that the green line is on top and the gray line is on top. So we have all 3 elements. When I have all 3 elements here, I'm going to take a look at what my TNTs are doing. And there are 4 different charts here. And the 4 different charts basically are measuring things at different speeds. The thick orange tends to be the fastest in terms of providing information, and the thick blue is a lagging. So I want to see how many lines support what I'm seeing here. Thick orange is going sideways, so that's not up, that's not buy, and the thin orange is going down. So I got zero of the orange lines. The blue lines are inversely related. When blue goes down, that means buy. So I only have one element here. So I want to have at least 3 elements here to get the trade. And what I'm trying to do is when I get agreement across all 3 sections, that's a good trade. That's a high probability trade. That increases the chance that I am going to have a winning trade. I had already looked at this before we got on, and you can see even if the orange lines had been up, I didn't like the trade because we don't have support on the 4-hour. The 4-hour is overbought and going down. I want, when I'm doing this setup, I want both the 2 and the 4-hour to both also be oversold. So we've got the 2 hours oversold. It's going down. That's okay for me. But the 4-hour going up, or the 4-hour being overbought, like that's a killer for me. So I would pass on that right now. Let's go back to the 6 lights. There we go. Pound USD, we're overbought. Majors have started to come down. Minors haven't really committed yet, but we're not going to trade this because we get the news item coming up in a few minutes. USD Canadian dollar, overbought, coming down. Minors are going down. Actually, majors are going sideways, so we don't have agreement. USD Swiss franc, overbought. Everybody's going down. And I've got the red line on top and the black line on top. So this is an okay signal. 2 orange lines going down, supporting what we're seeing here. 2 blue lines going up, supporting what we're seeing here. So I've got 4 out of the 4 telling me sell. And on the pressure, I've got up pressure, which doesn't agree with the sell, but the red line is crossed over on top. So I get a point for the red line on top. So I've got 8 points here. So the next step is to go and actually take a look and see if I get, if we're looking at my, bring this back over. I want to get a confirmation of the entry, and I'm going to do that by looking at the 2 and the 4-hour. So let's go back to our Euro USD, and this is USD CHF. And we are going to change this to USD CHF. So this is what we were just looking at, the 1 hour chart. 2 hour chart is overbought and is starting to come down. The minors are coming down. The majors are sideways. But my issue here is I'm not crazy that we're oversold here on the 4 hour chart. The minors did reach the sold section. Majors were going up. Now they're going sideways, but they're kind of oversold. I'm interested in seeing a setup that allows us to get that run right all through the channel. So you can see that here. If we caught this here, we would have. This was good for. This was good for. 61 pips. But I don't want to take a sell when this is here. So let's keep going and see if we can find something else. It's about being selective in what trade I'm going to take and having the discipline to be selective. USD yen were overbought. Minors have started to go down on the channel. Majors are going sideways. So we're going to pass. Let's go on to the next group. So I've cloned this chart and then just put in another 6 different currency pairs. These are primarily non-US pairs. So Euro pound oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are just getting there. I don't like that enough, so we're going to pass. Pound, Australian dollar, yen in the middle of the channel, so we're going to pass. Euro, Canadian dollar, middle of the channel, we're going to pass. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, middle of the channel, we're going to pass. Pound yen, overbought. Everybody's going down. I've got the double cross. I only have 2 of the 4 here supporting what I'm seeing here. The thick orange is going down. Thick blue is going up. I want to have 3 of the 4, but the other item is we get news coming in 15 minutes, so we're gonna pass on that. Let's see, Australian or Euro, Australian dollar overbought. We've got conflict. Majors are going up, minors are going down, so we will pass. Canadian dollar, yen oversold. Majors going up, minors going sideways. Euro, New Zealand dollar overbought. Everybody's going up still. Pound, New Zealand overbought. Minors have started to go down. Majors are sideways, so nothing there. New Zealand dollar, yen, middle of the channel. New Zealand USD oversold, going down. Euro Swiss franc overbought. Everybody's going down. Not quite halfway, so that's okay. I've got the double cross, red and black on top, and the lines are clustered. I like it a little bit better when the lines are clustered. The 2 orange lines going down, supporting a sell. 2 blue lines going up, supporting a sell. So all 4 are telling me sell here. I've got up pressure, but it looks like the red line has crossed over the green line. So I get a point for that. So I've got 8 points here. I also like that the green line is decreasing in slope. So here it's more steep. Here it's less steep. It's still going up, but not going up as steeply as it is here. So with that, if we go back again to our, I want to do a confirmation if this is a good trade to enter into. So I'm going to go back to my full chart. And my full chart, oh, shoot. What am I saying shoot for? Because I didn't write that down, and I'm not going to remember it. Euro CHF, and I'm looking for a sell. So let's go back to the full chart. Euro CHF. All right, so the 2 hour we did get to overbought, and they're starting to come back. On the 4 hour, we didn't quite. The minors got to overbought, majors didn't, but they're starting to turn. We've got up pressure, red on top, green on top, decreasing slope on the green line. I don't really consider what's going on with the day, but this is telling me that there's more of an up move. And you can see that over the last 6 days. So Euro CHF. All right, so let's continue on with our analysis. So the next thing I want to do is I want to know where what the support and resistance are and what the trend is. The trend is going to be a buy. So when we take a sell against a buy trade, so what I'm going to do is I have just a clean chart that I like to look at that shows me where the support and resistance are. And on the Euro USD, I've already got that drawn in, as you can see. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And you can see right in here, it seemed to naturally stop, right in here. So I want to know where that is for the Euro CHF. So let's go ahead and do Euro CHF. And I'm going to pull the chart together a little bit so I can get more data points. I have more spots to draw my data point or draw the line. And I'm going to go to horizontal line, drop the line on here, and then I'm going to just move it to where I see the spots kind of right around where the current price is. So right in here, there's stopping. Stops a little bit in here a little bit, in here a little bit, right here, over here. So let's put one above and below. Right in here, right in here a little bit, in here a little bit. Get one above. Right in here, here, in here. So let us take a look. Let's spread this back out so we can see it better. All right, so over the last week, come on. So over the last week, we are trading into an uptrend. Um, and we wanted to take a buy trade, or excuse me, a sell trade. So we're trading against the trend. So I want to know how much room I have till we hit this line. So 9 pips. And if we go up, come on. $17 pips back. So 17 pips back and 9 pips down. I'm thinking about it. Let's go back and look at the signal real quick. Oops, wrong one. Before I decide, let's see what the spread is. So that's Euro CHF. Euro CHF, I don't have that, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. It'll probably be in this third group, Euro CHF. And the spread is just a pip. Nope, 2 pips. Pip and a half. Pip and a quarter. I think we can take a. We had 9 pips there. We'll take 6 pips down. 6 pips down, and we're giving away a pip on the spread. 6 pips. Oops. You know what? On the pressure, we've lost the signal. On the pressure, we've lost the signal while we were getting ready to set up here. Since we've lost this, we don't have the double cross on the pressure, I'm going to hold off. So we don't have the double cross on the pressure. I'm going to hold off. Let's see if we can find just a little scalp real quick. We don't need to take a trade. We just want to find something that's going to give us a win. So I'd rather be cautious. We only have 20 seconds. I'm looking real quick. Nothing here. Let me go here. I'm not explaining it because I want to just see if there's a trade. And then I'll explain it. Nothing here. But you can see how quickly I can go. Oh, it changed. Let's go back. What I'm looking for is to see if this is 0 or 1 right before the top of the hour. This is 0, which is telling me the thick orange line is down as far as it can go. This is a scaled number, and when it's at 0, it means there's no more down in the move. So that's a good time to buy. Then I'm looking at what the majors and minors are doing to give me confirmation. Majors and minors are still in the middle of the channel. I want them to be well oversold, so this isn't a good setup. Let's see if on the 4 majors we can still take it. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling the chart back and going to the top of the bottom of the hour to see what that setup was, what that number is versus the current time. So pulling it back. 4, no. Yes, this is between 0 and 1. So this is telling me that thick orange is petered out, but look where our majors and minors are. My majors and minors are still overbought. So there's more down in this movement. So again, we've been shut out this week. We have been shut out this week. We didn't come up with a good trade, but that's okay. We want to be selective in the trades that we take. I know the signal I'm looking for. When I see it, I'm going to take it. Let's see if we've got any comments. I'd like you to think about because they have started offering a new trade at 6 p.m. Finding a time to move this trade to, so that we're not conflicting with the company's 6 p.m. trade. One option was for moving it into like trading in the afternoon. It's just not good movement, so I don't want to do it. So if we were to do it in the morning, maybe we do it a little later in the morning, 8:30 or 9:30. I've got someone who said 8:30 is great. And Corinna, I saw your message, and I will fix that. I will fix that. Let's see. How do you clone the light 6 major chart? Sure, we can do that real quick. If I go to the light 6 major, and then I am going to, let's see. Let me think about this for a second. I am thinking about it. The 3 dots on the R. All right. Been a while since I did it. The 3 dots on the unnamed. So I did new layout. I clicked new layout. I've got an unnamed chart here. So now I'm going to rename it. I should be able to rename it. Oh, 3 dots. As you can see, oh, here we go. Rename. So we're going to call this 6. What happened there? Rename. Come on. You know what? I've got to figure it out, and then I'll let you know. Well, what happened here? I got to figure it out. I don't remember off the top of my head how I did it. There's 2 of them here, but rename. All right, so 6 major test. Now I don't see why I don't see it here. Try it again. You guys are good. Give me the instructions. Oh, so I click save and put it in. So here is the, where is the 6 major tests? You know what? I got to figure it out and tell you because I don't remember how I did it. But I will, and I will tell you Monday, so that we're not wasting time here. Okay, gang. Sorry we didn't come up with anything this morning. We are here to help. If you have questions, go to your coach, or you can schedule an appointment with me, and I'll walk you through what we need to know. All right. Thanks so much. We will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.